understand the world from Sunday's perspective. You feel me? I'm back with some more ghosts. They trying to scare me out my socks. That's what it is. Everybody want to see me do something scared, knowing I ain't scared. Might be. Oh well, who cares? I got another smash, little scary video from Zak Bagans. You feel me? Lost footage from the demon. It says Demon House. The lost footage. Demon House? I'm not hip to Demon House. I don't even think he hip to Demon House. But all we can do is keep subscribing and liking and sharing it around. And make sure the description is everything is in the link, baby. That's all I can say at the end of this story. I told you. Good morning to everybody anyway out there who's viewing this. You know, it's a beautiful day. It's going to be a good start, a good ending. And we're going to keep it live, baby. Let's go.
For the course of filming my most challenging and longest investigation ever, which also left me permanently scarred, there was some lost footage that wasn't included in the original Demon House documentary. For the first time, I have decided to release these terrifying events that include additional night vision investigations of the house. This first part is during one night where Father Mike, the exorcist that conducted the exorcisms on LaToya Ammons, requested to immediately visit the home to unearth ritual items and exorcise them. World-renowned psychic medium Chris Fleming also joined us.
Do you want me to put this down somewhere? Counter, okay.
You want to just go down there now, Father?
Yeah,
Let's just get a sense of it.
Yeah, we could, if you want to have Chris. Someone in that doorway just down the road. The man? I don't know.
Chris senses a male entity in the same exact spot where later we capture a black mass manifesting and lunging towards Dr. Barry Taft. Chris then detects a residual energy, again, in the same spot that Dr. Taft did.
Okay.
No, really bad in there. Same sense of nausea and like you're going to throw up. Reverse peristaltic action, very strong in there.
Was there reports of banging on the walls?
The boys would often be thrown into walls. That was very common for the kids to be thrown against the wall. There used to be a freezer here, and one kid got thrown against the freezer.
Zach, you're really apprehensive.
What's that?
Huh? What's that? They'll let you? You just said, I don't think they let you. I don't think they do. Okay. I don't know why I said that. You gotta be careful because it's connecting to you. That's what that is.
Let's just go downstairs.
Okay. And for the camera people, would you want to wear a Benedict medal?
I actually have my own protection. I actually have some too. Yeah, we're good.
This shit about to be real. Realer than Holyfield.
As we make our way into the basement, I begin feeling very spacey and begin to spin.
You guys, I feel really just like you're swaying back and forth. I feel like something dizzy. I want to confirm this with one of these devices, but there's multiple spirits down here that are moving around very quickly, and I'm seeing them move around very quickly, just like I did as a child. It'll make you dizzy or energy, kind of like if you're gonna pass out or you're getting really tired, and all of a sudden, you know.
What Chris picks up on here is exactly how the grandmother said they will jump in and out of people very fast.
Can't rush everybody at the same time. It's like it moves too fast, you know?
Please respond. How many spirits are down here or in this house with us? How many? Tell me.
What is that number? What do you got?
Mike now instructs us to begin digging up the ritual items the police discovered 2 feet below this dirt. They have reburied them, possibly keeping this portal still open.
I don't think we should dig it up. Dig this stuff up.
No, I think we need to focus down.
I mean, has anybody dug underneath here yet? Have you found anything?
The policeman dug, we found several items 2 feet deep, and that's about where they should still be.
Do you want us to dig those items up with the priest here? Do you want us to dig these items up?
It feels like something is telling me not to dig these items up.
Of course you're gonna do it anyway. I don't know, I'm talking best.
Make a sound so we can hear you.
Sounds like it's trying to speak through my stomach. I mean, it really does. I mean, I don't use it as a, it's not a normal thing for me. Especially after the age. Maybe if I didn't eat all day, but
That changed. Nothing changed.
Chris begins feeling what I'm feeling. There's a lot of tension in the air right now. What is down here with us?
Who's here now? Something's moving in. Okay, eyes closed behind me.
I don't want to dig those items up.
Who's here now?
it definitely changed.
Getting cold, it's like something not happy. It's like standing near this stairway.
Show yourself.
Kind of interesting is that my stomach growls whenever you make
This
it
is
mad.
real.
When you're not saying anything, nothing happens.
Oh, my stomach too.
Okay.
Hold on.
Just felt like there was something inside of my stomach.
Yeah, no, I kind of felt the same thing because I'm kind of baffled. Because you only do that when you're making a command.
Can I get the spirit box, see if they want it?
Yeah.
Want us to do it?
Yeah.
The spirits that are here in this house, this device is going to give you an opportunity to project your thoughts and also to speak to us.
What part of the body are you making noises in Father Mike? What's in the dirt? Dirt.
Oh, did you hear that?
So the dirt.
Dirt. It said Planet 8, dirt.
The
What's in
hell?
the dirt? Dirt.
Oh, did you hear that?
So
Can you tell me the name of the woman? Who's the lady that lived here with the 3 kids that was possessed?
Is it Ammon?
Whose name is the last name?
Oh my God.
Amos.
Okay.
Wow, that was...
Okay.
Is it Ammon?
Okay.
Wow, that was...
Okay.
Zak!
Oh my God. That was so loud.
Zak! I need the name of the man that used to abuse Latoya. Could he bury the objects in the ground?
No.
How many ghosts are here?
One.
One.
One go.
The spirit said one. What's your first name?
Do you want me to put the amplifier on?
Whoa, a big, giant anomaly flew around you, Chris, and ended right by your shoulder.
Incredibly, as this anomaly manifests over Chris, it seems to also disrupt the electromagnetic fields, causing interference in Chris's spirit box.
We're gonna stab too.
Wow. Bless you, y'all.
Talk to just spirits that know about this house. Was anybody ever murdered in this house? Yes or no?
Hell yeah. It's Demon House.
Was anybody ever murdered in this house? Yes or no? Yes.
Oh,
Is the boy's name Trey?
Whoa, the floor just creaked right above my head.
I heard that.
Did you hear it?
Yeah.
upstairs? Is there somebody upstairs? Me. What's your name? Same voice.
What do you say?
Matt? It's the exact voice that said me.
Is there somebody upstairs? Me. What's your name? Same voice.
In my other investigations, I have encountered other demonic hauntings and infestations where the demons will address themselves as common names to try to trick you into thinking it's a friendly human spirit.
And we asked who that was, and he told us it was Steve. At the time, we were communicating with, I believe his name is Steve. We kept getting this name on our EVPs about Steve.
You want to dig?
You want me to?
Sure.
As Father Mike witnesses and validates this communication evidence, it is now time to dig up the ritual items in an attempt to close the portal.
Okay. Are the crosses manifesting on the top there? Do you see? When we were digging, they were manifesting. It was dripping the oil.
On these steps?
Yeah, on the right of the part. Yeah. It's strange like that. Okay, they were.
This gets serious,
here.
man. I hope y'all tuned in.
I don't see anything.
They started to manifest when you were digging?
When we were digging, all of a sudden they were dripping.
Was this the substance that the CPS worker touched?
Yeah, I think she touched.
Made her hand on him?
Yeah.
Do you not like us digging?
Look at what's that?
What is that, sir?
That's that shiny thing. Okay, there it is. Those are the things.
We begin to discover the ritual artifacts, and as they are unearthed, I begin feeling a lot of anxiety, and that this shouldn't be occurring.
Is that Charles Zuck? Yeah. Wait. With that heavy thing, that's the way they're here. This is to a window, old wood window. It's the light. We saw a little hole there. We thought that was great before it was.
Well, I'm sure this could be used to kill somebody, too.
But that's what we thought, that it was a murder weapon, or the boy died by hitting him somehow, or choking him. And there's two warnings should be in there. There it is. And he's, yeah.
Those are personal items.
Yeah. They went a little bit further over here, but we weren't finding anything at that level. What's that thing way back there? Is that a fingernail? What's that? That's a fingernail thing.
This was buried in the ground, too?
That was good to see. What's all that black thread? Next to your shovel, the left, your left.
Sure.
Yeah.
The child. Child cry.
As I dig deeper, we all hear an unexplained child's scream, and incredibly, we capture this on our camera's audio.
The left, your left, your left, your left.
You don't hear this? It's real.
So we heard a direct voice phenomena. Just somebody's voice. That was crazy. No, keep digging, keep digging. That means something. Is there a body underneath here? Buried. Said I am. Said I am. Said I am.
Why don't we, go upstairs?
We could also check to see if we have any bleeding from the oil.
Father Mike wants to check the windows upstairs, where before, when the police dug up the items, a mysterious oil-type substance began dripping from the blinds.
This is where it was dripping here water here. Is that dry? Is it wet?
Yeah, it's wet now. Yeah, it's wet.
Okay, that's the man got it.
It's all wet.
Watch, it's starting right now. Watch.
It just got bigger.
Okay, yeah, no, that's what we.
That wasn't there, because I remember I went through here.
Okay, it's coming. There it goes. Down. That's it.
He's going to the forest. He came in.
Yeah.
He's looking. It just got bigger. That's why I wasn't. Look at it. It just got wider.
Yeah, that's what it's doing.
Hey, look. All I hear is it. Like, shut off. Like, coming out of the forest.
Yeah. You can see that. It's getting wet now. It's getting wet. Yeah.
Niggas not playing with this demon footage, man. Wow. This is a great start off to the morning. Scared me.
Like, shut off. Like, coming out of the forest.
Yeah. You can see that. It's getting wet now. It's getting wet.
Just like 2 years prior when the police discovered the items in the basement and the house began to bleed an unknown liquid, it is unbelievably happening again.
Is that the same place, though?
It seems the same type.
All of a sudden, I have a very powerful feeling come over me. Something wants me returning to the basement dirt. I can't explain why, but right now, all I want to do is rebury these objects back in the ground, regardless of the consequences. The others have no idea that I'm reburying the objects, and just as I seal the hole, Chris has to sit down and gather himself for the first time tonight.
Can you give us a bigger sign? Can you shut his door for us? He wants to leave.
Absolutely. Now I gotta show you.
Say you gonna go.
What is causing these other unexplained things that you witnessed?
Yeah, now we did pull up the items, you know, so, and we do probably need to reseal the, so do the less salt, and we'll.
I buried the items. You really had to, yeah, I know. I just, honestly, when you guys are up here, I wanted to just go down there and hurry up and bury it. Why? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. That's all I gotta do.
You think like something in the house is telling you to do that?
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Obviously.
No, I think, wants you to keep this open for them, so you don't really want to listen to them.
Why are you listening?
If I shut it down, then I feel that they're going to get angry at me. And I feel that I'm more of a guest in their home. That's how I feel when I walk in here, even without you guys. It feels like this is their home and they're protecting somebody in the basement.
Yeah. Now, you were feeling very sick all of a sudden. Was that when you were wearing those items?
Wait a minute, yeah, you were. I was getting dizzy.
Yeah, no, you were getting dizzy.
Let's say it's all down.
Yeah. mess things up.
Father Mike seems bothered at this point and goes outside. I quickly grab a camera and go after him to find out what's wrong.
I am a bit disturbed with you reburying the objects and listening to those that are unsaved. I have a very bad feeling. To keep it as a portal, I'm not sure that's going to be helpful to the project. They're all of a sudden speaking of wall, these things with you. Because we were working together, and all of a sudden, we're on opposite teams.
I didn't know you felt so strongly about that.
That action just made me feel you could jeopardize it.
It's obvious at this point that Father Mike has witnessed paranormal events inside this house, to suggest that action needs to be done in order to bless the objects and close this portal.
I really did not feel that it was me that wanted to bury it.
Yeah, okay.
I want you to understand that.
Yeah. The thing's going to work if it's from God, not from them.
Father Mike needs to exorcise all of the objects that may have been used in the dark ritual in order to close this portal. But there's a problem. I can't find the woman's fingernail.
The fingernail might be tough to find.
If I can't find the fingernail, can I bring it to you?
They ain't playing. They going for the gusto.
Find it.
I don't ever find the fingernail that we reburied, which begs the question, could the missing ritual item keep the portal open?
Did you see evidence that they were still here?
Yeah.
You saw evidence that the spirits were still
And
home?
they were definitely, we haven't had another. I exercise you by the living God, by the true God, by the holy God, by the God who ordered you to be poured into the water by Elisha the prophet, so that its life-giving powers might be restored. I exercise you so that you may put to flight all the powers of the enemy, through the power of our Lord Jesus Christ, who will come to judge the living and the dead in the world by fire. Amen.
Father got really, really angry with me that I buried his objects, so he wants me to do a follow-up investigation of the home to see if the darker spirits are still here, which I will do. But as of now, my work here is done.
We got plenty more to go, y'all. We just getting started. We halfway through this thing.
In this particular visit to Chief Miller's house, he wants to tell me about something disturbing that happened to him and his wife immediately after coming home from the demon house the same night.
You get back from the demon house.
Yes.
And what happened?
Went to bed about 2 o'clock in the morning. There's incredibly loud crash in my house, down below.
You hear this?
Yes. And it's not like a book falling off a shelf, it's like a bookcase falling. That's what I likened it to. It was that loud.
And was your wife with you?
Yes.
Okay, she heard it too?
Yes, she did. So I grabbed a gun, flashlight, and I start walking through the house to see what, I thought someone broke in the house or something major happened in my house. So I came down to the main floor, Zach, and shot my flashlight around to try to find whatever had fallen or whatever was in my house, and there wasn't anything here. And I'm kind of stealthily coming down the stairs, creeping down, and looking around the corner, looking in the dark basement. And I'm about 2 or 3 feet away from my alarm panel, and all of a sudden my alarm, which I set every single night, says alarm off.
Alarm off.
And my alarm can't turn off unless you put in a 4-digit code and actually push off. So that's never happened before. I reach over and I push the alarm again. I set it again on home. And a second later, the alarm says alarm off. So it disarmed itself again.
Alarm off.
Is this the same force that knows how to go in and manipulate DVR settings?
So how many systems have you installed, Jeff?
Well, I've been doing it for 30 years, so I
that system do this?
No. Never have I had this issue ever.
So how could the settings be manipulated inside this system if it can't be done?
Only here.
Okay. Only here.
On site.
How is that possible then? How is this happening?
I don't know how it's happening, obviously. You know, I mean, I put, 5 in a week. At least, and
Never had this second problem, the second time or the second system that had problems.
Right.
You've already had a system in here and you had the same issues. I mean, that's two.
Right.
And
There's two.
that's two. I mean,
What are the odds of two security systems doing this? With this type of problem?
Never.
Never.
I mean, two different manufacturers.
Right, two.
Two systems, separate manufacturers, having the protected settings manipulated by something unexplained so they don't record. All of a sudden, everyone in the house, including other workers installing motion lights, hears a woman scream from inside.
You hear a voice go, like that? Yeah, is that your own building?
No, we weren't.
Sounds like some woman yelling or something.
Exactly. Oh, you were there. We thought there was a woman right here.
What did you hear, Jeff?
It was just like kind of a small, squeakier, like, yeah, stuff like that. And then still we walked over here till we heard it again.
Can you tell me what you heard?
Like a holler, like a yell, like a woman hollering or something.
From that time period, in the last 3 years, has your alarm done that?
No, never.
Okay. It just coincidentally did that the same night that you were at the demon house.
Correct.
Digging up the artifacts in the dirt and witnessing a minor rite of exorcism.
Correct. So I went upstairs and I grabbed the phone off my nightstand. And like I told you at the very beginning, I charge it up every night because I expect middle of the night phone calls. And I picked it up and it showed the battery symbol. And I watched the battery go from 100% to nothing. The phone went dead, and I couldn't restart it.
How many phones is that now?
4.
I'm stunned. Right after the workers heard the disembodied voices at the house, their cell phones did the same exact thing.
Yeah, my battery just completely dead.
How much battery did you have?
It was like 97% charged.
And it just went completely dead.
Dead. I just tried calling you.
And yours?
I went to the Apple side.
What happened with both your phones?
My battery went from 97% to 0 like instantaneously. Mine just
Went to the Apple stream?
it did go through my mind that you were at that house earlier in the night, and especially when the alarm went off, and then later the phone discharged, and then I started thinking it might be related to the house.
That just happened.
Right, because we just see things at the house that we couldn't explain, and then I come to my house and see things I can't explain.
I have come to the conclusion, because of everything that transpired, all the things that I have witnessed and heard about, that it affected women and children physically, and the stronger being men electronically.
Something came back with him. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was that demon, but something came, and I don't want it back.
This is very chilling. We ain't done yet. We're just getting started. Once again. They
One of the
still
most
playing with this house
terrifying
like it
moments
ain't
in
no
demon
joke.
house history was the incident with our cameraman Adam at the hotel.
I want to hear the house music.
After terminating him from the project for his and our own safety, he later agreed to meet with Jay Wasley, one of my other crew members, to film a polygraph test.
My name is Dennis DiBernardis. I'm a certified polygraph examiner for over 33 years. Retired from NYPD, former private investigator. I was called in to do a polygraph examination on a gentleman regarding some paranormal activity that had taken place at a home in Gary, Indiana. I would like to go over the questions, and I'll go over the responses of the subject. These are the questions that were asked, and these were the subject's responses. I asked Adam if he had vomited in Zak's hotel bathroom after filming in the house in Indiana. His response was yes. I then asked him if he had felt a stabbing pain in his stomach before he vomited blood, and again, His response was yes. The next question was, did you see a demon-like creature in the elevator at the hotel room in Indiana after filming at Zak's house? And his answer was yes.
Yes.
I then asked him if Zak's house had made him violent, and his answer was yes, and he said the visualization of that demon-like creature made him both paranoid and violent. I asked him if he was terrified at what he experienced at Zak's house in Indiana, and his response was yes. I asked him if he experienced severe back pains after filming inside the house, and his response again was yes. I asked him if he had a dream about Zak's house prior to ever arriving there, and his answer and his response was yes. I then asked him if he had screamed for Zak after he saw the demon-like creatures in the hotel elevator because of his fear, and his response was yes. I asked him if he had visions of killing Zak, and his response was yes. I asked him if he had visions of Zak killing himself with the broken glass from the mirror in the bathroom, and his response was yes. I asked him before he went to Zak's house if he had believed the stories he heard about the paranormal activities that had taken place, and his answer was no, he didn't believe. I then asked him if he had believed that there were demons in Zak's house from what he had experienced, and his answer was yes, now he does believe. I asked him if he heard a growl in the basement of Zak's house while filming with Dr. Barry Taft. He said he did, and so did others. Adam Albright was truthful in responding to all questions asked regarding the paranormal activity that had taken place in Zak's house in Gary, Indiana. He wasn't lying, and obviously he's been telling us the truth. You know, he was truthful about things that happened, so this will be something that will stay with him forever.
Looking at me personally, I'm the person who you're saying, well, that guy knows what he's talking about. I would say you're a fool, because if someone looking like me came up to me and started talking to me about how they'd seen a demon in an elevator, I would laugh at them and probably just walk away. And I wish it wasn't true. Like, I do wish it wasn't true. Because it has been something that since then I've doubted in my mind because it's so insane. And as I'm walking to the elevator, I have a thought in my head. If you're real, stop me from getting on this elevator. And I press the button. And then the elevator opened 2 inches and stopped. And I saw the devil. And it scared me. It scared me when I saw that face. It scared me. And I screamed. I screamed for Zak. And I, thought about this a lot. Like, I had that moment where it was like, this is real. We're here and this is real. And this isn't something that...
You can tell how you looking, this shit real. It's fuck.
And you believe. Then you believe.
Just the look on his face lets you know, like, do not play with this house. This house has a significant amount of energy that can carry wherever you go, to travel wherever you go. So why play with something that can follow you wherever you go and make your life miserable? Excuse me. See, I'm not about to play with no demons. It's bad enough I see them every day in the streets. There's a lot of devilish stuff going on every day. I don't need no demon to clarify none of that for me. I see it. I'm running from that.
If you don't, you won't. That's it. And this isn't something that's just explainable easily because of people wanting it to be real. It's real. It's real. And you're not going to believe that unless you believe it. Unless it's happened to you.
That
this next moment occurs after I get a sudden feeling to visit the house for no reason whatsoever.
How you standing?
His camera back in the same exact spot it just was. His camera now captures what appears to be two glowing eyes looking back at him. As we try to debunk this, we can't, because when we look at the same exact shot from just a few seconds ago, the one with the glowing eyes, there is nothing which rules out any possibility of reflection of lights. The grandmother would also say that children would see these same eyes before more activity occurred.
And my grandmother said, oh, I can't take it anymore. So I'm watching all of them going from one to the next. I can't take it anymore. Grandma, make them stop. I can't look in their eyes. I can't look in their eyes. I said, don't look at them. Don't look at them.
That demon keep directing him to that basement, baby. We gonna...
Someone down there?
What are you doing?
Hello? Someone down there? Somebody get over here. Somebody get over here.
What the fuck happened?
God, the whole energy just changed in there, dude. What did you see, man?
Oh my God. Oh my God. All of a sudden I felt this ice cold wind go down my back here, and then I was just paralyzed. And then I saw something on this camera, something glowing. And when I saw that thing creep in, I felt this just surge of energy come up those stairs and just break me out of that, like, paralysis state. Everyone turn your volume up right now, because during that light anomaly, we also captured a hissing sound. Somebody get over here.
Somebody get over here. Scared of us, bro.
Scared his drawers loose. There's a plan with that evil.
You okay? What? Blood. Let me see.
You tasting blood, like when you started running and I was calling you out, and then I started getting blood in my mouth, but we didn't hit or anything.
You spit blood just now? Where's the light on this? I'm shaking. Let me see, Jeff.
I mean, it's mild, but still.
Let me see. Wow. Yeah, it's pink. What the heck? Jay? Yeah, you can see it's pink.
They going through some things, ain't they?
As I head back inside, I begin taking pictures of the house.
What are you?
When just like what happened with Chief Miller and the workers, my phone all of a sudden dies with over 50% battery life. They do not want to be seen.
Electrical field. Look at my phone.
I have 48% battery power, and my phone is turning off right now.
Wow.
You see that?
Yeah.
Dead. Just turned off as I was taking that photo. I had 48% battery power. I just looked at it.
What Quantum Uncle's saying, how once they knew its name,
They
started
serious.
to try to stop them. You were trying to take a photo, it kills your phone.
Right.
This thing's smart.
I just got really aggravated. I saw it. I just had rage when I looked at you, Jay.
I saw it.
I don't like this right now. I don't like this, how I'm feeling. I have a lot of rage.
Playing with fire, baby. Playing with fire. Yeah. Zach, hey, you better quit playing. Quit playing. Please quit playing with the devil. I understand this is something you love to do, but you're a tough one. Because I definitely ain't going nowhere near there. You feel me? Ride past every day. Not stopping. I gotta stay alive. You hear me? How am I gonna be able to tell y'all to keep subscribing, keep liking, keep sharing it around? From what they call it, paranoia. No, it ain't paranoia. What it's called? Possessed. I don't want to be possessed because I can't talk to you guys in the regular. You feel? Once again, it's Sunny's perspective, and I appreciate y'all sitting down watching this live with me as well as I'm watching y'all talk back to me in the comments and the description. Everybody stay blessed up. We're gonna keep this pushing to the end of the mile.